Last time on Tracks to Tomorrow, we explored how new technology is changing the way that trains operate. But what does this actually mean for you, the passenger? Well, today we're breaking it down. Faster journeys, fewer delays, and a railway that's ready for the future. So let's get into it. ETCS is transforming rail travel by increasing capacity, enhancing safety, and improving reliability through digital signalling. Thameslink and Great Northern are leading its rollout with partners such as Network Rail and Siemens. Since 2018, it's been in use on Thameslink's busy core section, recently introduced on Great Northern's Northern City line, and is now expanding across the East Coast Main Line as part of the East Coast Digital Programme.
In terms of what the old technology was like, I used to be a train driver, and so really I've experienced most of the technology firsthand, from really classic semaphore signals that everyone thinks of, right through to the introduction of this ERTMS digital signalling. So I've seen all of it, and for me, even from a personal point of view, from a train driving point of view, I've been able to see the protection that it offers us, the safety benefits and the performance benefits firsthand. It really is revolutionary, from a signal that you pull with a lever that has a wire to it, right through to what we have today, which is what looks like an iPad right in front of you as a train driver, and it gives you that information live, there, and it tells you exactly what you need to do.
It unlocks that capacity to be able to run trains closer together. You're not just relying on long signalling sections, which we did previously. Now you have the capacity to run trains closer together, which means more trains per hour, and we are now unlocking this capacity with this new technology.
So the feedback on our train crews has been positive, and our actual adoption of it has been really good and really engaging. For us, and as a driving community, what I personally love about this technology is you can finally see round corners, right? So before, you can only react to what you can see out of that window in front of you. With ETCS, you can see many kilometres in front of you, which helps you drive better, helps you drive smoother, means you can drive more environmentally friendly, and you're much more aware of what's coming up. So therefore you can take the time to react to it in a manner that isn't stressful, and it's quite a pleasurable driving experience under digital signalling.
An operation like this doesn't just happen overnight. It takes a huge team of experts, from engineers and operations staff to the drivers themselves. So let's go meet some of the people making it happen.
It's improved generally over the reliability of the signalling, especially the crossover on the points. They've updated it from what used to be an air pressure system to more of an electronic crossover point. So it makes it a bit more easier. We usually get regular-ish issues with the air pressure system, and the electronic points help out. So it's the dispatch box here. We've got the train ready to start signal, the CD signal and the RA signal. Once we've got the signal, it'll show an off indicator here, off. Once we give the CD, by turning the key, it'll show the CD. That illuminates to the driver, so the driver knows when to close the doors. And then once the doors are closed and it's safe to depart, we give the RA, which appears below. That illuminates the driver at the front, and the train safely pulls off from the platform.
At the end of the day, all of this is designed with one thing in mind: to make the journey for the passengers more seamless. Whether it's reducing delays or running more frequent trains, the improvements that we're seeing today are just the beginning.
It's all for the greater good, yes. And once it's fully operational, they intend to up the speeds of the line, because the ETCS system, the signal is directly on the screen. So drivers can see the signals a lot earlier than at the current speeds they travel at the moment.
There are some unfortunate closures to the railway that are required to get this system in place, and that includes actually the installation of it and the testing of it. So people's journeys will be disrupted for the short term. And one of the benefits, though, in the longer term is actually less closure of the railway. So it's sort of short-term pain for long-term gain with this type of technology.
Yeah, the customers are really important to us. Their safety and how happy they are is really key to how we operate as a company overall. It just widens the portfolio for the company itself, and it's good to, from an industry point of view, be the first ones to be rolling these things out and showing that we can, and demonstrate that we can, facilitate these new technologies. It's quite a big programme to work on, and it's hopefully going to be rolled out across multiple fleets in the future, and that is the plan. So if we do well in the first instance, then hopefully other fleets will follow.
In our next episode of Tracks to Tomorrow, we'll take a look at how GTR's community rail projects are making an impact on its surrounding areas.